Good morning, friends. Welcome you all to the virtual class. Hope you all are fine and must be enjoying this virtual classes every day. This is something a new way of learning. And as the period changes, as the time changes, we should change ourselves and we should get used to this virtual class as well. And you all must be enjoying this as well. Must be missing your regular classes, your teacher and friends, but this is something new that also we should enjoy. Whatever the situation comes, we should accept and enjoy those situations. Now today what we are going to do is, in our previous class I've started with one lesson, and the lesson name is first lesson of the history. Actually, this is already done. I explain about what is history and all. The lesson name is Tracing Changes Through Thousand Years. Remember anything last time we did tracing changes to 1000 years? In that we saw some changes which happens. Like, we'll see first what we did last time and then we will move to the remaining part of the lesson today. First, what we did is we saw the different maps which are there made by the geographer. This one is made in 12th century by Al-Idrisi, and one more we saw that was made in 18th century. Can you see the difference which was there that we already discussed in the previous class? How the map is different, the location and everything is different. That was the change which happened. Apart from this, these are the main points of the lesson: new and old terminologies, historians and their sources, new social and political groups, region and empire, old and new religions, and thinking about time and historical period. These are the main points of the lesson. Among this, 2 points we have already done last time, that is new and old terminologies, and the second one is historians and their sources. Remember anything about new and old terminologies? No, we'll do a revision. We'll see the next slide and you will remember. See, language and its meaning. The two words also which are there. How the language of the people was different in the different years. And the meaning also got change of the word. Meaning, for example, the foreigner which was there. So in the previous period, foreigner is called to a person who belonged to another village. But now, to whom we call foreigner? Foreigner means a person who came from the other country, not from our country, India. So this meaning got changed now. And even Hindustan also, now we called it as India, not Hindustan. Earlier the people used to call it as Hindustan, Hind, and different names were there, but now we called it as Bharat and India. As per our constitution, we gave this name. These names are mentioned for our country. Okay, this is about the new and old terminologies. The next one which we have is historians and their sources. If you remember about the historians and their sources, I explained about all the three types of sources: oral, written and material sources. Like, what are the oral sources are there, the written sources and the material sources, and how it is helpful for the historians. Because with the help of these sources only, the historians know about the history of the people, and then they write the books with their observation and experiment and everything whatever they do. Because history is fully depend on based on the facts and the things sources which are available. History is not like any fictional stories which are there. Whatever is given in the book, what we are studying, everything has a proof, or a lot of study was done by the different people for this. On the basis of that only history was written. So sources are very important while writing history and while studying history. it all the different three types of sources are very important. Now in history, when we saw the three periods of history: ancient, medieval, modern. So ancient history, material and written sources are hardly available. Mostly material sources were there. And then slowly the people started inscription and started writing on the paper, on the leaf, on burj patra. So different things they were started using. So from when that people started using all these things, we started getting the written sources and even the materials also which the people started making. So this is all about sources. Now we are going to move to the next point of our lesson, that is new social and political groups. Now new social and political groups were formed. Like in this lesson we are studying about the changes from 700 to 17 years. That means for 1000 years. So 1000 years what the changes happen, that we are going to study in this. In that many changes are there. First you can see, first point I have written wheel in irrigation. Now wheel, which we saw everywhere, the people are using that. But wheel is considered to be a remarkable invention done by the man. When the man invented wheel, they started using it for the variety of purpose. Now also we are using it. Now also you come across the people using wheel for many purpose. First of all, for traveling, the vehicles which are there, in that wheel is used. Apart from that, for making any things, like the potter use the wheel, that is also there. And the bullock cart which was there, the farmers are using, in that also the wheels are there, that is also useful for them when they are plowing the land. So there it is useful. Even the different factories and machines which are there, many variety they are using this. Now first they have given is wheel in irrigation. Wheel in irrigation means what? Irrigation means what? Supplying the proper water on the land. So for that also wheel is used. Spinning wheel. Spinning wheel in weaving. Spinning means moving the wheel, and it is used in weaving. Weaving means what? Making cloths. So the people started using the cloths. What they used to do, they used to spin the wheel, and with that the thread was there. If you remember the charkha, if you saw the charkha which was used by Mahatma Gandhi, the father of nation, in the charkha also the wheel was there, that he used for weaving. So in this way wheel is very important, and this was the remarkable change or invention done by the people. Now apart from irrigation, spinning, the other purpose which was there, the traveling was started. Earlier the people was not having any mode of transport, so what they used to do, they used to walk for any long distance. Wherever they want to go, they used to walk that much distance, because they don't have any mode of transport. So when they invented the wheel, slowly they started making the vehicles and the transportation started. So it becomes easier for the people to travel to different places in a very short period of time. Like now also, when we have to go anywhere, we use any kind of mode of transport. If we have to go for a far distance, if it is very nearby, we prefer to walk. But if it is very far away, so what we do, we go by the vehicle. It can be any type of vehicle which you are using. It can be a cycle also, two wheeler, four wheeler, bus, train, whatever you prefer. You travel by that. So it becomes easier for you to travel, and it saves the time also. So when the wheel was invented, it was started saving the people's energy and time also. So that time which the people have free time, they started using it for different purpose. Like a lot of when they started using all that, when the traveling become easier, when they were having lot of time, so they started with a different variety of work. First they started doing agriculture. Agriculture, when the man was doing, they settled their life. They started living at one place. Apart from agriculture, slowly as per the needs of the men, they started doing other work, other artisans or craftsmen which was there. The blacksmith was there, the carpenter was there, the potter was there. Different people were there. They started living in a group. They started doing different kind of work. So this was the change happened. And they started making the different things also. And when they were doing the cultivation, in that cultivation also, they started growing the different kinds of varieties of things. And they started making, not only they were doing the cultivation and growing the crops, other things which they were growing, they were doing the processing also of that. Like processing, what they did, they started making new types of food or beverages from that. Beverages means, any kind of a liquid, cold drinks or something which we prefer, that comes under beverage. It can be tea, coffee, or any kind of a juice which we prefer in a liquid form, that comes under beverages. So people started making that also. They were doing the cultivation of tea leaves, tea plants, coffee, and the other fruits and everything, and they started making the things for it. Like, uh, in the subcontinents, which are the things they started doing, using is potatoes, corn, chili, tea, and coffee. This all thing people started, making beverages and the different foods with it. Now also, if you see, it is easily available in market for us. So that was a kind of a change which happened in the people, food habits, we can say. Earlier the people used to, just cook the food and have it. Now, no kind of a processing or anything, but slowly when they were having a lot of time, they started doing the experiment with it, and they started making different things from it. Now, in this period, as I said, the wheel was invented in this period of from 700 to 1700, when it was become easier for the people to travel. So what they started doing, people, those who are having, there was one group of people who became very important in this period, and they called themselves as Rajput or Rajputra. So these people, what they feel, that they are the son of ruler, that's why they call them as Rajput. So this Rajput, in between the 8th and the 14th centuries, between the period from 8th century to 14th century, that means from 800 to 1400 century, all in this period of time, the term was used for a group of people. They are the warriors. Warriors, those who work under the rulers, and they used to do the fightings and all. War was there. So in that period of time, the warriors, those who are there, those who took the part in that battlefield, they call themselves as Kshatriya caste. Caste was there in our country, and these people called themselves as Kshatriya. Now, apart from Kshatriya or the Rajputs, those who are there in that period, there are many other terms are used for the people, those who are living in that period. They are not just a ruler. The Rajputs are not just a rulers, but they are the chieftains and also soldiers and commanders, those who serve in the armies of the different monarch system which was there. The king was used to rule over there. That time also the different people were there, those who are a part of as a soldier, or they called it as, chieftains. The means, leader of a group, they are called as chieftains, those who were there. So in this period, the different people who were there, they made a different kind of a group. Now, the poets in those period, they also describe the Rajput with the quality. What they discuss about, what they mention about, the Rajput, those who are there, that they were the chivalry code of conduct, and they have extreme valor and great sense of loyalty. The Rajputs are very loyal, and they are very, extremely valor. They are brave people, those who are there. Apart from this, apart from Kshatriya, Rajput, chieftain, those who are there are other people also, groups are formed. As you can see, I have written the name. The Marathas were there, the Sikhs, Jats, Ahoms, and Kayasthas. Kayasthas is a kind of a, a caste of a people. They are also a part of that group, and they were also getting much important like the other people, those who are getting. because they were also somewhere, playing their role. So this way different group of people were formed in those particular period. From 8th century to 18th century, these are the group of people were formed. They called themselves as Rajput, Kshatriya, Maratha, Sikhs, Jats, Ahoms. The chieftains were there, soldiers. So this is a different group was formed. This was kind of a different group was formed by the people. Now moving to the next point, that is habitat. Can see I have written the word over there, that is habitat. Now habitat means what? Now in this period a lot of changes were there. So agriculture was there. People started doing agriculture at a large scale. So when they were doing the agriculture at a large scale, so for that they need the land. And from where they will get the land? So what they started doing, they started with deforestation. Deforestation means they started cutting the trees and clearing the land for agriculture. This way, many areas were changed. It was, the land was tilled for agriculture. So the people, there were some people, those who were, they forced to leave different places. Like they were forest dwellers. They used to live in the forest only. They have the habit from the beginning to live in the forest. Now when the forests were clearing down, these people were facing the problem, so they started migrating. These forest dwellers who were there, they were forced to leave that place and move to the other place. Now the place which was remaining, I mean when the forest where the deforestation was there and the land was tilled, so in that places the people those who were there, they started doing the agriculture. The peasants those who are there, those who were working on that particular farm. So among them also the peasants those who were there, among them also the groups were formed. In that they were, they were influenced by the markets, because whatever the cultivation or production they are doing on the land, they have to sell it on the market also. So some people, if they are getting a proper market, the chieftains were there, uh, peasants, a priest were there, the monasteries and temples were there. Like not only the markets affect those peasants, but chieftain also. Chieftain, as I said earlier, a leader of a group. Or priest. Priest is also called to, person with a high knowledge of religion, like pundits and all we call them. So this kind of a people, they are called as priest. All these people those who were there, they were, become a part of large complex society. All this kind of a people, peasants were there, and when they were influenced by the chieftain, priest and temples and everything which was there, so what happened, when they become a large part of this complex society, when they were started living in this group, so they are supposed to pay the tax. Now the taxes for whatever the goods and services are there, they have to pay the tax for that to the local lords which they have. Like, in particular area or a particular village, a zamindar was there. They are called the local lords. So these small peasants, they have to pay the tax to this zamindar. And even whatever the services they are using, like, now also we used to pay tax. Whatever the things we buy, from each and every things, like 1 rupee pencil is there, 5 rupees pencil, to any other things in our day to day life, whatever we are purchasing, for each and everything we have to pay tax to the government. Must have heard about the term GST. GST means what? Goods and service taxes. So now also we are paying goods and service taxes, and in that period also this goods and service taxes was there. They don't call it as GST now, what we called it, but they also used to pay taxes in this way. Now we are paying to government, but they used to pay it to the local lords. The tax used to go to them. Now apart from this, there was a change happen in this life of people. Like, economically, some people become very rich, and some people become very poor by paying taxes and everything. This was the kind of a group form. Now, and also what happened, whatever the land the peasants were having, for some people the land was very productive, so more production was there. And for some people the land was not very much productive, so production is very less, but they have to pay the taxes for it. So now they were facing the problem. So those who have a good production, they can easily pay the taxes and their economic condition is good. But those who have less production and they have to pay more taxes, their economic condition is very low. They are becoming poor only. And apart from, not only the people were doing agriculture, they started doing, cattle, started keeping the cattle also. Like in the previous period also, the people used to do the domestication of animals. First they started with dog, and then slowly the other animals which were there, they started using first. And then they, what they doing first, after domesticating the animal, they started using the animals also for their purpose. So for economic purpose, the people started keeping the cattle also with them. So if they have a lot of cattle also with them, they are with the high productive land and cattle, their economic condition is very good. So this kind of a agricultural activity was there in that period. And was society, that society which was there, it was, slowly started changing also. People, what they do, they started forming their groups on the base of their jatis or the caste. And what they used to do, they used to give the rank also to the caste which was there, on the basis of their background and their occupations. Like, Varna system which was there, in that also four kind of a caste system was there: the Brahmin, the Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So this was based on their occupations. First of all, when these groups were formed, this was not on the basis of the caste, this was on the basis of their occupation. So that kind of a thing was there. On the basis of the occupation, the people groups were started forming, and they started giving the rank as per the, as per their occupation. Like, higher level occupation, low level, as per their production or the occupation, their income, the rank was given to different occupation by the people. And slowly they started changing. What happened, the people, those who are, at higher rank of this occupation level, when this hierarchy was made of the people on the basis of their occupation, so the people, those who are at the top, they started, dominating. They feel more powerful, and they started influencing the people. And then slowly that from the occupation, it started coming to the word jatis, that is to the caste. That group which was formed on the basis of occupation slowly changed into the caste system in our country. Now these jatis which were formed, they have their own rules and regulations. They used to form their regulations, and as per their rules and regulation, they used to manage the members of that particular jati. This way they were living their life, that the each jati used to frame their own rules and regulation. Now these rules and regulations, who form these rules and regulation? A elder person of the family. Sorry, what they used to do, this group used to have a team of members. They used to form a committee of elder people, and among those elder people, they used to form these rules and regulations. And in some areas, the jati panchayat is there. Now also in the village area, panchayat is there. Panchayat is what? It's made up of elder people of the village. 5 or 6 people, they form their group. Elder people, those who have a proper knowledge and everything, they form the group and they become as a part of panchayat. And they used to take the decision for the betterment of the village. And even, they try to make sure to bring out the changes also. whatever the rules and regulations are formed by this panchayat, the people of the village used to follow that, and it still exists in our country. So that same system was there in the jati also. In jati system also, the people, when they formed their one committee, and that committee of elder people, they used to frame their own rules and regulations, and the other people of that jati, they have to follow those rules and regulations. This was the lifestyle of decided by the people. Now this, whatever the rules which are there of these jatis, now when people are following that, and each village, like each group which was there when the jati was there, so they have one person who used to, when they have the jati panchayat, like each village have, they used to form their regulation. Now apart from this, the jatis also have to follow the apart from following the rules of their village, the villages were governed by a chieftain. Like one village have one jati panchayat, so in this way many villages have many jati panchayat, but all these villages which are there, it comes under the control of chieftains. Chieftains means what? A leader. So it is under their control. So together they were only one small unit of a state. Now as per chieftain, when he was having the control over all these villages, so this way it is called as a state under their control. Like we have our chief minister, who used to have a control over the state of Maharashtra. Not only control, I would say, but working for the people of the particular state. So he is a leader of the state, we can say. So same way, even in the jati system also, the different villages who were there, for them their ruler was there, the leader was there, and the leader was called as chieftains by the people, and the people used to follow whatever the directions given by this. On this picture you can see, this is the picture of the Persian wheel people used earlier. This was the invention of the wheel done by the people. Earlier it was made up of wooden, then now it is made up of a rubber, because for traveling they realized that when they were traveling by this wooden wheel, so they were facing the problem at after a period of time, the size got decreased when it gets pressed over the land. So that's why what they did again, men started thinking over it, and they did the changes, and different kind of wheels are used by the people. Now moving to our next point, that is the new social this is actually new social political group. Just now we saw, this is about the region and empire which is there. The region and empire which is there, in that different emperor was there in that particular period of time, between 700 to 1700 years. In this period of time, there were many rulers or dynasties which were there in India. They ruled for a particular period of time, and one after another the rulers came till 1700. Like in your previous year, like last year, what you, if you have remember what you studied about the Chola dynasty, the Pallavas dynasty, and the other dynasties which were there in the south, they were one by one, they beat one person, they beat one dynasty and the other form. So this way Maurya empire was there, the other dynasties was there. Some names I have written over here, are given over here. You can see the Mughals are there. If you heard about the Mughals, no, then in this year we are going to study about this only, about the Mughals also, about the Tughlaqs and all, those who rule over our country. They came from the other country, they rule over our country. They brought the changes in our country as well. So the Mughals also ruled for many years. The Khaljis was there, the Alauddin Khalji was there, Muhammad Tughlaq was there, even the Delhi Sultans was there. So there are different, we can say, the rulers which was there. They rule over the different part of India. It's not like the whole India was under their control. Some part was under their control. They ruled over there, and they brought the changes over there. And earlier when they were ruling, that time the names were different of that particular region or areas, and now, as I said, the names were different. Now about all these rulers, those who are the Mughals and all, we are going to see in the upcoming lessons, slowly about them. And now I prefer to move to the next point, which is there, that is the old and new religions. Now, old and new religions. Now, when we talk about the religions, in our country, the oldest religion of the people was the Hinduism, which was there, and Islam. The two religions are the most oldest one. Now, Hinduism, when we talk about, so their way of worshipping also got changes after a period of time. Earlier, what happened? The people used to worship the natural powers, like they used to worship the fire, the water, the trees, and all. Then slowly there, the changes occur in the people. They started worshipping the different gods which are there. And when they started worshipping, they started, making the temples and the different religious places when they can go for the worship. So this was the changes done by the people of the particular community, the Hindu community people, those who were there. They started making the changes. First of all, the god changes, I mean the mode of worship changes. Earlier when they were worshipping the natural power, then they come slowly to the different gods which are there. They started worshipping them. Now in worshipping also, the groups were formed. Like as I talk about the jatis which were there, in that I talk about the four caste which was there: the Brahmin, the Kshatriyas, Vaishya, and Shudra. So Brahmins are at the top. They have the proper knowledge, and most of the, my books and everything of about the Hindu religion was written in Sanskrit language, and the Brahmins know Sanskrit very well, and what they considered themselves as the dominion, the powerful, and the others are under their control. The priest who perform all the religious, rituals which are there performed by the priest, they are the Brahmins. And they used to, rule over the other people. They used to take sometimes the advantage also of the people, and what they considered that they are very near to God, so that's why they have the right to perform all the rituals of the religion. So this way they started ruling over the people. In this period only, when this was going on, when the Brahmins were exploiting, I would say, the lower caste people. They were, not letting them to develop themselves, the change themselves. There was a lot of difference related to the caste, and the Brahmins, they used to do that, treating the people of the lower caste very in a wrong manner. So this was going on. So in that period of time only, in this when this period was when we are talking about this period, that from 700 to 17th century, there was a revolution, or there was a bhakti movement which was there. That bhakti movement also we will see in the upcoming lesson. That bhakti movement was, it was started by the different saints which were there. So what the different saints used to say, that all the peoples are equal when it comes to bhakti, when it comes to worshipping God. There should not be any caste or bias or something. The Brahmin should not, dominate the people, because the God is for all. So the bhakti movement and the worshipping should be done by all the people equally. There should not be any kind of a dominance by the Brahmin. So this was a kind of a changes the saints used to try to brought in the people thinking in the society. And what they said, that anybody can perform these rituals if they have the proper knowledge, if they know everything, though they belong to the lower caste, then they also can perform the religion rituals. This was the kind of a, changes were brought by the saints in our society, in Indian society, when the people of the lower caste was dominated by the Brahmins, those who used to say that they only have the right to perform that. They used to consider themselves as by birth they have the right to perform all this ritual. This is all about the Hinduism or the Hindu rituals. Now apart from Hinduism, there was one another religion which was called that Islam. Now how this was spread in India, that, earlier when the people were doing the trading, so the merchants, those who were there, and even the migrants from other country, When they came to our country, they brought their holy book Quran with them in the 7th century. 700 year, in the 7th century of history of India, when the Muslims came as a merchants or the migrants, they brought with them their holy Quran. And what they considered as that this holy Quran was the, give them the freedom, and they considered they called their God as Allah. And what they considered that, as per their religion, Allah, whose love and mercy and bounty embrace all those who believe in Him without regard to social background. So there was no differentiation among the people in Islam religion. Islam consider all the people are equal, though they are rich, though they are poor. They considered all the people as equal. So this is the teaching of their holy Quran of Islam. The Muslims from migrants or the merchants brought in India, and they started treating all the people equally as per their holy book. They were following the rules. So many rulers, those who are there in our country, they were the follower of Islam. And the other people, those who are there, they are the expert people in the religion. They call themselves as ulma. They were the, part of the court of the rulers. They were the member of the jury. They were the member of the jury also. So they used to take the decision or the changes as per the law of Islam, as per the Sharia. Now, among this, apart from Hinduism, in Islam also there is a variety of the follower. They all consider themselves as equal only, but there also they form that groups. The two groups of Muslims were formed. One is called as Shia Muslim, and the other was called as Sunni Muslim. So as per the Shia Muslim, what they considered as, who believed, the Shia Muslims believed that the Prophet was there, Prophet Muhammad's son-in-law Ali was the legitimate leader of the Muslim community, they called. The Prophet Muhammad, who is the messenger of Allah for the Muslims, Shia Muslim considered that his son-in-law was the leader of the community. Whereas the Sunni Muslim, those who are there, they have a different thinking. What they feel that the Khalifas, those who are there, the leaders, they are from the Prophet Muhammad time only the Khalifas were there. They have the authority and they are the leader of the community. So there was a thinking changes in the thinking of the people about the leader. For Shia Muslims, Prophet Muhammad, son-in-law Ali was the leader, and for the Sunni Muslim, they considered as Khalifa as their leader. So this was the difference in the people. And apart from this, there are various schools of law also in Islam. In India, mainly the Hanafi and Shafi was there. This was the main schools of law of Islam in India. They are called as Hanafi and Shafi. Apart from that, there are others also, but they does not exist in our country, in India. And they have the different laws and everything which they follow, and even the different traditions also. Now the next point is thinking about time and historical periods. Like these are the periods I discussed in the beginning of the lesson only: ancient, medieval, and modern. Now this periods was made of Indian history not on the basis of years, like years were counted this year to this year, that much period. No, it is actually on the basis of the changes which happen in our country, economically, socially, politically, how the changes happen in our country. On the basis of this period was formed. Earlier was, there was one person, the British man, who is called as James Mill. James Mill is a historian, and what he did, he categorized Indian history on the basis of the rulers or the people community. Like he said, instead of saying ancient, medieval, and modern, he divided Indian history as Hindu, Muslims, and British, which was fully a wrong manner of dividing Indian history on the basis of the community or on the basis of focusing on the particular community people. This is the proper period to describe, because ancient period last year you have studied, that is all about the people living in the forest, doing hunting, collect gathering the food and making the things with the stones. And about then slowly changes happened. Then the small rulers were there, they started with the village settlement, agriculture and all that. That all comes under ancient period. Then after that, what the different changes happen, something different from that, that comes under medieval period. Medieval period is about, not only agriculture, the different rulers were there, they started doing painting and the other craft work, they started writing on the paper, printing press was started. So these are the changes happen in medieval period. So this way it was described about the medieval period. Medieval period is about the regional changes also. As per the region, the different rulers were ruling, and even the development of Hinduism and Islam religion, the two main major religion in our country which was there, and then the arrival of the European trading company, the East India Company which was there, the British company, that is also there. Now this much is about the medieval period, and after that what happens, that comes under the modern history. So this way the period was divided into ancient, medieval and modern. This is about the historical periods which are there. Now when we talk about the modern history, so modern history is actually, about, more changes, more technologically advanced period we can say, where the history was it is all about, where the lot of changes were there in the lifestyle of the people, of the occupation of the people, and the different services which they are using and everything. So that's why the Indian history was divided in this way as per the changes which are there. And that for the medieval period, what are the changes were there, that we are going to see throughout this year in our book of history. So this is all about the changes of 1,000 year, tracing the changes for 1,000 years. That is from 700 century to 1700 century. What the changes happened that we saw, we have a quick glance of it. In more detail, we are going to see this year in the one after another lesson. The different rulers, those who were there, the different changes happen in the lifestyle of the people, the different services which are there. Each and everything we are going to see in this year. After this lesson, the next lesson which is there, that also slowly we are going to move to the different things. So till the next class, you all read this lesson thoroughly, try to understand this lesson, and if you are facing the problem anywhere, again revise this lesson, listen to this video again and read the lesson side by side, so that you will have a better understanding of the lesson and you will not find any difficulties in this. Hope you all must have understand this one, and next time we are going to start with our next lesson. Thank you.